Bill Maher, Bill Maher, where the fuck hast thou been the last dozen years, motherfucker?
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
Honestly, Canada, I'm not saying any of this because I enjoy it. I don't, because I've always enjoyed you. But I need to cite you as a cautionary tale to help my country. And the moral of that tale is, yes, you can move too far left. And when you do, you wind up pushing the people in the middle to the right. At its worst, Canada is what American voters think happens when there's no one putting a check on extreme wokeness.
What's good, my people? It's your boy in the building, MC2 Tool. You know, looking at my monitor, I'm starting to look more and more like Coach Red Pill there. Rest in peace, Gonzalo Lira. Christ be with you up in holy heaven above. But anyway, let's get to Bill Maher now. Bill Maher has been beaten up on conservatives for like all his career, basically. He got on the map beating up on conservatives. And, you know, I'm not going to say he doesn't suck for doing that. He certainly sucks for doing that. And I kind of am not convinced that he doesn't suck now. But, you know, he's a little late to the party. A little late to the party, aren't you there, Billy boy? So anyway, somebody splashed cold water on him and said, hey, Bill, check this out. We're fucked. So what happens is, all of a sudden, he's seeing the results of a movement he supported and didn't realize it was going in this direction? Really? You didn't know this was going to go in this direction? How naive are you? How are you Oh, yeah. People are put in positions of power and don't take the responsibility. I don't know how a comedian, color commentator like Bill Maher is even considered a position of power, but people look up to him because he's on TV. You know, I get it. People don't have a mind of their own. They like, hey, I like the people on TV. You don't see me doing that. But you got a lot of people that watch Bill Maher and do that. And so, yeah, there's some construction going on here, if you could see it. You see that, right? Yeah. You know, men doing men's work, you know. You can't get somebody who identifies as an antelope or a cantaloupe or a unicorn to do that kind of work. But anyway, I'm trying to make a point. I'm trying to make a point about Bill Maher. Speaking of people identifying as antelopes and cantaloupes, unicorns, tigers and bears and stuff. All of us on the right, all of us from the center to the right saw this coming. All of us from the center to the right saw this coming. They saw the direction this was going in. They saw the results of supporting uniparty bullshit Barack Obama, uniparty bullshit, Hillary Clinton, uniparty bullshit, George W. Bush, Dick Cheney, Mitt Romney, John McCain, Nikki Haley, you know, uniparty bullshit. And we saw the direction that was going in, and Bill Maher, late at night, will lull people into that dream that there actually is a difference between Mitt Romney and Barack Obama as far as political ideology goes. That there's really a difference between Hillary Clinton and Nikki Haley as far as political ideology goes. You know, Dick Cheney, Barack Obama, George W. Bush and Bill Clinton, that there's actually any kind of contrasting differences between these people with political ideology. John Kerry, you could throw him in the pile there. And these liberals actually thought not only was there a difference, but the left of that, if they even saw a difference in there, was better. Then somebody shows up, breaking ground, breaking through shit, trailblazing, guns blazing, with a mission to make America great again. He actually did closer to completely fulfilling than Barack Obama did with his campaign promise of change. And he was public enemy number one. And to this day, Bill Maher still sees Donald Trump as public enemy number one. He's talking about this wokeness and this and that. He bitched about that Montoya brute flashing his silicone breasts at the camera and all this crazy, silly brute, trans woke nonsense. He's complained about that, but he knows Joe Biden is for it and he's still supporting it. Or that Joe Biden is programmed to be for it, and he's still supporting it. He's starting to see crime runs rampant because of the Democrats, but he still wants Democrats in office reelected. So, we're seeing this. And he's bitching about the people on the side that he supported for years. Years. A lot of the stuff that he's talking about, and people, yeah, he's right, you know, he's right, you know. It's all the same shit I was talking about 12 years ago. But you know, people try to socially and vocally castrate me over this stuff. People try to turn me into some kind of social eunuch because of this stuff. Everything Bill Maher is speaking against is the exact same shit I was speaking against in 2012. I was getting less and less gigs at shows because I was posting my opinion on Facebook about this bullshit woke ideology and how people are going to try to come for your children and indoctrinate the children. You know, every time I would make the post, boys do boys things and girls do girls things, I would lose at least five friends on Facebook, and I would get somebody cursing me out. Anywhere from 1 to 3 people cursing me out on the way out. And yes, they are indeed scumbags for doing that, but at the same time, good riddance. That made room for normal people. People who have some sort of compassion for other human beings. People who don't want to butcher children. People who don't want to torture and kill Fauci's puppies there, that he signed off on having tortured and killed. I think, yeah, that's another thing, getting back to Fauci. He basically signed off on satanic cult-like ritual killings under the guise of scientific research. This is shit I talk about, but I went larger scale. I spoke about drugging up children, misdiagnosing them as having attention deficit disorder, and then drugging them up. This way, when they get cut off of that medication and they become dependent on that medication, they flip out, and they make it easier for these kids to get a gun than their medication, and they go into a mall with their gun. Oh, see, it's the gun's fault. It's the gun's fault. No, it's fucking Big Pharma's fault, you assholes. And you know that, schmuck Schumer. You know that, Beto O'Rourke. You know that, every other liberal asshole that's against American citizens defending themselves because military and law enforcement aren't doing the job of protecting our shores and borders. Obviously, we're being invaded. So, you're gonna tell us, don't be armed and defund the police. Right. And then you got people like Bill Maher who recognize this, they bitch about it, but they're gonna go with this again because of how bad they're trying to claim Donald Trump is. Break away from whatever fucking network has whatever kind of gag order on you. You know the truth, Bill Maher. Stop jerking us around. You know who to support. I understand, you know, Donald Trump sued you. But, you know, no hard feelings. Vote for the guy that's going to fix the country and not put us further into the shitter, yeah? But, you know, actually, I can't tell you who to vote for. I take that back, but... So strike that from the record. But, you know who to support. I don't have to tell you. You know who to support. I bet you're getting a check. Just like Alec Baldwin's getting a check. Just like Robert De Niro's getting a check. Something under the table. Woo! To actually to look the American people in the face and bold-faced say, Joe Biden's doing a great job. He's a strong leader and he's the man for the job. He doesn't even know what his occupation is. I remember him on his campaign trail after he already served as vice president saying he's running for U.S. Senate. You remember that in 2020? A lot of people remember that. I'm not going to bring the clip up, but there's people that remember that. The person who is sitting in the White House now in an unearned position as president of the United States, that he's not what the people demanded. The person who is there because of the heist of the election that is expected to be called the president is an asshole. He's got to go. Bill Maher knows he's got to go, but won't admit it. He'll admit to all the other bullshit that's he's directly responsible for and that the other Democrats are directly responsible for. But he won't admit that that's the wrong team. He is going through life thinking that the Democrats are the right team that are just now temporarily doing the wrong thing. No, they had this shit planned since the fucking 60s. And very few people were on their side, and they either get discredited, like Tulsi Gabbard, discredited, like somebody like Dave Rubin. They get discredited, like Candace Owens, who once was a Democrat. They get discredited, like Ronald Reagan, who was once a Democrat. Or, dare I say, murked. a la Dealey Plaza. But of course, you know, the Uniparty Warren Commission that included Gerald R. Ford, Nixon's installed replacement. Yeah, that commission that include that guy. They saw to it to say Lee Harvey Oswald was the lone gunman. So we got to go with that, right? Anyway, to my people, I say, respect God, watch out for the Illuminati, follow and share this, stay strong, keep kicking that slang. It's your boy MC Too Tall.